Hey. That we all hit our knees, but it comes and it goes. You ready for more? Take a step. Good evening. Hope y'all are having a good night. We're having a good night. We're gonna play this again. Just for the funsies of it. And hey, y'all having a good night? I can hear her complaining. Hi, Katie. Okay, let me turn it up.
Attorney's fees, if I could allow the court, leave the court time to just file the motion and argue.
Hang on, that's the end. We're going to start at the beginning.
Allow the court, leave the court time to just file the motion and argue.
Hang on, that's the end. We're going to start at the beginning.
Truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hey, Judge, can we, if everybody could...
The truth.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hey, Judge, can we, if everybody could just speak up and put their names on the record, because so that we can have all the parties, since there's two on my side. Ms. Jacobson's there. If we could have on my side, Ms. Jacobson's there. If we could have everybody just put their names on the record.
All right.
And
Hey.
the oath.
Very good. Then I believe all three indicated that they do swear or affirm to tell the truth. So let me have the petitioner state your name, and you're very soft-spoken. So if you could just try to talk into the...
Do y'all want to hear... I think you guys should hear this part about the C&Ds before we really play this again, so everybody knows what's going on. Let me show you this live so that you know the scope of the lies that she's telling. You know, this was from this day over here on the YouTube. And this was a live being held by Gabby's ex-mods and the ex-mod that helped her get her daughter involved in creating a fake law firm and all that good stuff. Here we go.
Yeah, no, we can hear you.
Okay. So I offered her my help, and my daughter and I sent the cease and desist to her, hoping that it would stop the threats, because she was literally afraid for her home. After that, things were happening.
This shows you the scope and how easily, hi Dixie, how she ropes people in. Hi Thunk.
I mean, I made that decision prior to these events, but somebody posted on Craigslist her address with a map to her home. And these were things that were being sent to her every day. Okay.
That she was sending to herself.
Okay, threats to her, threats.
No, we're just starting.
Burn her house down. They're going to burn her grandma's house down. All kinds of things. And because I cared about her, that's why I helped her. And I'm sorry if my thoughts are really...
Victoria is Patriot Nana's daughter. That is one of the... Do you want the box for real? One of the mods' children.
Scared. I'm kind of going through a lot right now. So if there's something I'm missing, Angela, please just direct me.
Yeah.
Because I can't. That's great right now.
I know. It can be overwhelming. So I got a question. Did you, so the thing, I guess I want to ask you is like, did you, what, did you believe that Waffles and Brownie and them were doing this?
I certainly believe that
because of what she said, right? Or
well, because yes, and not only that, but because based on literally the constant, just non-stop harassment online from them, and not, you know what? I won't even get into that, but just the constant harassment. It definitely made it look bad. So there
Gabby's not being harassed.
was multiple
Hi,
reasons
Swindler.
that I thought it was them.
But
And-
can we agree? Was there ever
Right
any
there.
proof? Right, there was never any proof that it was them.
No, I never received
Okay.
any physical proof that it
We're listening to Patriot Nana, the woman that roped her daughter into creating a fake law firm to lie for Gabby.
was them. I just, based on my own
Thank
observation, felt that if it was anybody, that it was them. Because they were the ones that were constantly berating her and causing issues. I did say
Berating? Having an opinion is berating?
that I thought that there were many other people and that I didn't know even where to begin because there were so many, in my opinion. But those three were definitely the squeakiest wheels, in my opinion. And so that is why I thought what I thought.
The only reason Brownie and Waffles got roped in is because I asked them to be witnesses in the September case that Gabby got denied in.
I didn't have physical proof from them because all of the numbers are, of course, are always like text-free apps. And no matter what, I don't agree with people harassing other people online, but it's not my world and it's not my internet. So
Right.
Not Gabby's either.
Let's go back to where, okay, you sent, you,
Yeah, where she
which one of you
lost.
sent Gabby the copy of it? You got to explain that, explain about the letterheading, explain about the phone call, explain about
Beyonce.
all that, and I think that'll wrap it up.
yeah, my daughter is a paralegal and we offered to help with the letters because she has the legal knowledge, but the letters were sent to Gabby. But you know that her address was on the return address, apparently, which I didn't, after they left me, I didn't know how they were being, you know, I knew obviously.
Thank you for the gifts.
And I requested my daughter's help, and it wasn't my daughter's fault because I'm the one that asked her to help
If your daughter was really a paralegal, she would know better.
because I really truly cared about her and I was worried about her and her kids and her son more than anything.
Cared enough about her, they cared enough to lie and break the law for Gabby. Thanks for the heart puffs.
And her elderly grandma, because no matter what, it is not our parents' fault what our grown children do. I have grown children. I have a son who's 35 years old, my oldest, and it wouldn't be my fault if
Thank
he was
you,
running
guys.
around doing stupid things on the internet or cause some problem with somebody else. That's not my responsibility. That's his responsibility. And so I asked my daughter, which was my own fault and my own mistake. Children do. I have grown children. I have a son who's 35 years old, my oldest, and it wouldn't be my fault if he was running around doing stupid things on the internet
Thank you.
or cause some problem with somebody else. That's not my responsibility. That's his responsibility. And so I asked my daughter, which was my own.
We're listening to Gabby's ex-mods admit to committing felonies and creating fake law firms.
Fault and my own mistake. Law firm because we weren't going to illegally use a
we
law
skipped
firm
somehow. What?
that was an active law responsibility. That's his responsibility. And so I asked my daughter, which was my own fault and my own mistake. Law firm because we weren't going to illegally use a law firm that was an active law firm.
So her daughter created the letterhead for a fake law firm because they didn't want to use a real law firm.
She does this for a living, so she knew the proper verbiage and used it.
Let's
And
hear
what
that
she did was
again.
not illegal. Anybody can send out a cease and desist. You can write one yourself and send.
Anybody can send out a C&D. What you can't do is create a fake law firm. Oh yeah, this is conspiracy. You don't realize they've committed conspiracy, wire fraud, practicing law without a license, all kinds of good shit, just to further Gabby's fake scheme of I'm being bullied and stalked on the internet. It's crazy, isn't it? But anybody can send out a C&D. Again,
Somebody. It's a request.
You don't have to follow it. It's
for harassment to stop. It is not illegal in any way. I could write one right now and send it to my neighbor if he was harassing me.
You can't create a law firm to do
My
it.
daughter made the letterhead and chose a firm that was not. It was not anybody's firm.
What? Her daughter created a fake law firm to try to intimidate us into silence. Do you know what that is? That's also called intimidation. Oh, y'all should look it up. The felonies these girls committed with this. Yep. You want to hear it again? And then we can listen to the court.
He did.
Let's see.
Are you back? You were paused for a minute, so.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know I was paused. I have a bunch of things on
Here we
the
go.
internet or cause some problem with somebody else. That's not my responsibility. That's his responsibility. And so I asked my daughter, which was my own fault and my own mistake,
He's got it.
law firm, because we weren't going to illegally
To see, this
use
is
a law firm that was an active law firm. She does this for a living, so she knew the proper verbiage and used it. And what she did was not illegal. Anybody can send out a cease and desist. You can write one yourself and
This
send
is
it,
who's
send
talking.
it to somebody. It's a request for harassment to stop. It is
Yep,
not
AG
illegal in
knows
any
all about
way.
it.
I could write one right now and send it to my neighbor if he was harassing me. My daughter made the letterhead and chose a firm that was not. It was not anybody's firm.
What happened?
I'm sure somebody's calling her now.
The fake firm is the illegal part. Yep. Anybody can send out a C&D, but it doesn't mean somebody has to comply with the C&D because it's simply a request. It is not a court order. Not even if it is signed by a real law firm, you can still wipe your ass with it.
My name is Gabrielle Jacobson.
Okay. And,
Natasha Brown.
all right, very good.
Respectfully, Judge, I just asked if you could administer the oath now that all three have put their name on the record. Just because there might be a motion at the end of the case that I have.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, very good. So let me start again. Let's just do it one at a time then. Let me have the petitioner. Okay. State your name.
Gabrielle Jacobson.
All right. And if you raise your hand again, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Very good. You want to do these? Okay.
Yes.
So as to the respondents.
Natasha Brown.
Okay. Ms. Brown, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Your name?
Laura Harding.
All right.
I love
Do you
this movie
swear or
too.
affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, very good. Okay. Now, we can either do a brief opening or go directly into testimony. Do you want to give an opening or do you? Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so she's shaking her head yes. We are being recorded, so everything that's being said is being recorded.
Autumn,
So with hand movements and
what
head
is
movements,
gross
that's-
is that you support a woman that is abusing her child and lying on a daily basis and wouldn't know the truth if it hit her between the fucking eyes. That's what's disgusting, Autumn. But Autumn's been blocked.
It's not going to be reflected in the record. So an opening kind of just is a chance to give an overview, not to really get into testimony.
How old is Autumn? 12?
Then counsel for the defense or respondents can give an opening, then we'll begin the testimony. Okay, so give an opening then.
If you want a box, say so in
Your
the
Honor, I
chat.
stand before you today deeply concerned for the safety and well-being of myself and my son. For months, I have been the target of cyber stalking and cyber harassment that's leaving me feeling unsafe in my own home. Threats of violence, threats of rape,
Chloe was in here earlier, but I blocked her too.
and harassment. They have made it very clear that they are not
Mods, if you see anybody in here that supports Gabby, block them immediately. I don't give a rat's bahootie.
going to stop, no matter what the consequences are. The fraudulent CPS calls, the disturbing acts of posting my address of offers and free items has put my family at risk and has caused significant emotional distress. I feared from the safety of myself and my son. He is a minor and he's vulnerable.
Fortress?
I'm asking for a personal protection order to ensure that we can live without fear and to regain our sense of security.
Counsel, do you wish to reserve or give your opening at this time?
Just briefly, Judge, I'll give it so that the court is aware of some of my cross-examination that's going to come up. These are fake petitions. She has filed fake petitions across the country regarding fraudulent injunctions, Your Honor. She's a TikToker. What she does is she goes on TikTok and she creates fake drama and creates fake things that never happen so that she can then get viewers. She makes tens of thousands of dollars by putting up fake posts about things that never actually happened to her. She creates.
Yes, that was her last one.
On TikTok, where she creates fake drama. She's never met my clients before. She's never seen them before probably until today. She's never met them. My clients have never texted her. They've never called her. Both of them are from out of state. And one is from Indiana. Miss Laura Harding is from Indiana and flew here for this. Miss Natasha Brown is from Ohio and flew here for this. She has filed fake injunctions in DuPage County, Illinois. They were all dismissed. I could put the names on the record later. It'll be part of my case. She has also filed one against Laura Harding, who's here, a fake injunction that was done in Monroe County. That hearing happened back in September and was denied by the court up there, and then she refiled here. This person, it's come to my attention, is going to be putting these proceedings on TikTok for financial gain. This is nothing more than someone who's abusing the court system for financial gain. There's been no threats ever. Now,
This attorney is the right man for the job. Did you all read his law history? He's worked for Homeland Security, SVU for the feds. He was the right man with the right connections to make sure shit gets done.
one time, and I believe that's what the evidence is going to show. The
He
temporaries
knows.
were not granted, and they were not granted for a reason. There's no dates in here. There's no times. There's no evidence whatsoever that my clients even know her. So other than what they've seen about
This might not be a full plane because we're already getting reported, but we will do this again tomorrow.
her on TikTok, that she's a professional scam artist is what the evidence is going to show. Thank you.
All right. So, counsel, do you object if she testifies from the table? Okay.
Not at all.
Okay, very good. All right, so, ma'am, this would be your chance to put on your case and
Same ones,
stay away
Gemini.
from she's and hers.
Just like hearing them.
Respondents, so
Thank you for the gifts.
Identified by name.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I sent Natasha and Laura.
Objection. Your Honor, she's reading it from a script. This is, that's not proper testimony.
All right.
Your Honor, I am just very scared, and I wrote it
Thank
out
you.
just to help me bulletproof the points, but
I already got that
Um,
account, the Chloe account.
Well, if it's a document that you've written.
well, everything I'm about to say is I'm going to show you evidence backing up my statement.
Well, you need to testify. If you need to refresh your recollection by looking at your notes, you can do that, but you should try to testify.
I'm sure she did because I blocked her right
without
away. She requested a box even.
Okay, Your Honor. So I sent Natasha and Laura.
Yeah, the Chloe account came in her right off the bat, requested a box, and I blocked it.
Deceased and deceased for them
Hi,
to
Chrissy, I
please
didn't see
stop
you in the
talking
box.
about me. Since then, they are both on live, making a joke out of it. Natasha Brown, I have her on a screen recording, stated, "This is a joke. You're not going to win, and I'm not going to stop talking about you." And she said the words, "I'm going to wipe this with my butt." Your Honor, Natasha Brown and Laura Harding, I can't even go on a live stream without them making fun of me, talking about my body parts, saying nasty things on live about me. They have posted my address.
Objection, Your Honor, she's reading from the script.
Okay.
And this is part of her TikTok script.
Okay. So, again, testify and,
Yeah, we live in America.
I'm sorry.
Freedom of speech.
So ever since my phone number and address were doxxed, I've gotten violence of threats, a rape threat, and just harassment.
Objection,
Every
Your
time.
Honor.
Yes, Chloe requested a box.
Facts not in evidence. She never alleged anything regarding rape in either their petitions. So she's bringing in extrinsic, new facts, new allegations regarding it.
Your Honor, I have everything
Okay,
that I would
I'll
like you to
remember
see,
that.
please.
okay, well, we are in a court of law, so the rules of evidence are going to
Where'd you
apply.
go? I'm
So,
going to make you a mod so you can get it if I don't see it.
if you have exhibits, there's a way of introducing them.
Also, Miss Laura Harding has posted pictures of my son, has talked absolutely nasty about my son, posting his IEP, talking about his IEP, telling me that I'm a shitty mother, and how they are calling CPS, weaponizing law enforcement, making a joke, laughing about it, getting all of their followers to call. Laura Harding stated that she would call SSI and to tell everybody to call SSI to get my Social Security taken away from my son. Also, the last couple of days in the court, before court, Natasha Brown, and I have her on recording, stated that she's going to be in the courtroom, and she said that I want her to walk past me so I can see if she smells like tuna and cornfish. Then I have it on a recording that Natasha Brown is
Corn chips. Dipshit. Corn chips.
going to take pictures and recording me outside of the courthouse and standing with Laura Harding. Also, I have a screen recording that Laura Harding called me a cunt, I'm sorry, and twat waffles. Also,
None of this is in her petition.
Okay.
None of this. This is all. I'm asking her to be. Whatever's in her petition is obviously what she can talk about. Now we're talking about rape and twat waffles, whatever that is.
Your Honor, this was just a couple
Same thing
days
as a
ago.
cornfish, I reckon.
Okay. We need to stay focused on what's in the petition because that's what you're here for court. There hasn't
Holy
been a supplemental petition filed. So,
Hi, Ella.
if you could, go through what is in your petition and if you have exhibits that are going to help you explain, you'll need to try to move those into evidence.
when Natasha Brown has doxed my address and phone number, all of them
Okay.
were included in
I'll still try to be live. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here because they're reporting.
phone calls over and over again. I had threats of saying, I'm going to go kill yourself. I believe there's a direct correlation with Natasha and my safety for these threats. Also, there has been, since my address was put out there, I have been getting Craigslist ads saying free diapers and wipes. I have been scared in my home, getting knocked on the door by strangers. I have a screenshot stating that they are going to come and I'm going to give them the diapers and wipes like I promised them. I called the police and I said, I am scared. Can you guys please send a police officer because I don't know who's going to show up at my door.
Holy
I